blood debt. They told me to wait. Dispatch said backup was 5 minutes out, standard protocol. But when I heard the name Derek Miles come across the radio, something in me snapped. I didn't care if I had to go in alone. Hell, I wanted to. Derek wasn't just another dirtbag. He was the one who walked on a double homicide because we couldn't get the evidence to stick. He smiled in court, smiled at me. I swore if I ever saw that bastard again, I'd make sure he didn't slip through the cracks. Now here he was, one of 3 armed suspects who just knocked over a gas station in East Hollow. Witnesses saw them flee into the tree line at Buckner Ridge, right as the sun was dipping. They left behind a clerk with a shattered cheekbone and a pile of blood on the tile floor. I hit the gas and turned off the road, where the woods opened up, dust cloud trailing behind me. I radioed in, told them I was engaging. I lied and said backup was in sight. They weren't. The forest swallowed my cruiser whole. I parked on a patch of gravel just before the trees thickened, unholstered my sidearm, and stepped out into the silence. I found their tracks right away. Boot prints in the soft dirt, snapping underbrush, broken limbs. Fresh, sloppy, rushed. I followed them in. The sun was already bleeding into the horizon, long red streaks slicing through the branches overhead. That's when it started. The stillness. Birdsong had gone quiet. No insects. Just a crunch of my boots and my breathing, hot and tight in my ears. Then something else. Laughter, distant, unnatural. I picked up my pace. About half a mile in, the tracks led me to a shoe. Black, torn, laces trailing. Not far from it, the first body. I didn't even know his name, just the face from the gas station surveillance. He was hanging from a tree like some sick ornament. No rope, just wedged into the branches, arms dangling, head twisted all the way around. I scanned the trees, breathing through clenched teeth. Blood dripped down like sap onto the dirt. This wasn't a shootout. This wasn't territorial. Something else had done this. I kept going, heart hammering in my chest like it was trying to get out. The tracks were harder to follow now, partly because I was shaking. Every branch snap made me flinch. Every gust of wind sounded like breathing behind me. Then I saw the second one, face down in the creek bed. Back opened up like a broken zipper. I could see his spine. There were claw marks in the mud around him, deep, unnatural, like something dug in to pull him backward. I crouched down, trying to process what I was seeing, when I heard it again. Help. I froze. The voice came from up ahead. It sounded like the third suspect, Derek. It was off, like someone pretending to be in pain. I raised my weapon and followed the voice. It called again, closer now, mocking, twisting syllables like they were foreign. Help me. Off, Pfizer. Branches broke above me. I spun, caught only a glimpse. White limbs, too long, vanishing into the trees. I wanted to run, but I didn't. I had a score to settle. Then I found him. Derek, or what was left of him. His body was slumped against a tree, limbs bent wrong, skin stretched tight over bone like it had been sucked dry. His eyes were wide open, mouth frozen mid-scream, blood dripping in thin rivulets from his ears and nose. It should have satisfied me. Instead, I felt dread crawl up my spine. Then, the breathing started. Low, ragged, right behind me. I turned and ran. The forest came alive in the worst way. Trees blurred past as the ground fell away beneath my boots. Something followed, fast. It didn't charge like a bear or a mountain lion. It glided, like the forest was part of it, like it knew every inch better than I ever could. I could hear it, claws skittering across bark, low hissing behind every step I took. Something shrieked above me, and I nearly lost my footing. I saw a shape then, gaunt, pale, with arms like branches and black eyes that held nothing human. Not rage, not hunger, just the absence of everything. I kept running, lungs burning, legs numb. My thoughts weren't tactical anymore. They were personal. I saw my wife's face, my son's school photo stuck to the fridge. I thought about the last thing I said to them, some half-mumbled goodbye on my way to work. I hadn't kissed my boy on the head. God, please let me make it back. I tripped. My shoulders slammed into the dirt, my sidearms skittering out of reach. I rolled over just as something stepped out from between the trees, tall and thin, hunched over, like its body couldn't quite fit into the shape it wore. Its breath was visible in the cooling air, even though the night wasn't cold. I was dead. I knew I was. Then, hands, show us your hands. Flashlights exploded through the trees. I blinked against the light, blinded and dizzy, as dozens of boots stomped through the brush. I threw up my arms instinctively. Down, down on the ground, now. Guns were pointed at me. Shouts filled the air. Then one of them stepped closer, recognition flickering on his face. Jesus, it's Daniels, it's Daniels. The guns lowered. I gasped, collapsed. Behind them, the forest was still, silent. Whatever chased me was gone, but I knew better. It wasn't done. They found the bodies, didn't release photos, said it was likely internal conflict between the robbers. Drug-fueled hysteria. No mention of claw marks, no mention of that thing. I took leave after that, haven't stepped in those woods again. But sometimes, when I'm up late, staring out the back window, I swear I see something move between the trees. And I know it's still watching. Thank you for watching Cryptid Encounter Stories. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more terrifying tales of the unknown. Your support helps keep the stories alive and the monsters lurking. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and always keep an eye on the shadows.